That's right. Okay. Number one, poetry is about self-expression. It's about taking what's in your heart, moving it to your mind so your mouth can say it. Now, writing it, mama, is very hard. But getting up in front of a room full of people that you don't know, Sean, shut the fuck up. I'm looking straight at you. Okay, all right. But saying it in front of a room full of people that you don't know who might judge you, that's even harder. So all that I ask is when these poets are up here doing their thing, that you please respect their space and be quiet. If you have to answer a call, please do so outside. If you have to talk to your friend, please do so outside. Okay. If you have to tell your loved one that you love them, do it outside. That's right. If your girlfriend finally found out that you've been cheating on her with another boy, you guys take your fight outside. All right. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Now, the poetry shop started a couple of years ago, and it was started by this amazing spoken word artist. You might know him. His name is Peter Sepelli. So before we get started tonight, as tradition dictates, the MC usually opens everything up with a piece. But because Peter loves to get drunk, we're going to get him to do his piece now. So Peter, whenever you're ready, love. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Peter Sepelli.
Okay, let's slow down for a bit. The last slam that we had here, I was so stoned. I didn't do anything. I sat in the back and didn't spoke to anybody. I didn't interact with nobody. And I thought that maybe this one I'll be here.
Which is the only way I could mount the fucking phone.
And so I have to go to the beat tonight.
Let me try and find this. Yeah, no, I can't find it.
I should bring something new to the table. And I finished it today. I was going to call Emily and tell her about it, but she's busy. Motherfucker. So she couldn't call me. And so, writing is difficult when it's on the fly like it is tonight. So I thought maybe I'd just do something about love in a real easy human way and not some kind of crazy partner way. So I thought maybe I'll begin it by something really easy that will take us there, right? So bring us all to the idea of what poetry is. And I guess before we begin, the slam reading is about a sacred space. When people come up here, oh man, there's some fucking talking in the room tonight. You guys better shut up, okay? We're here to hear people, and right now you're listening to me, motherfuckers. Like all of my poems, they rarely have names, and this one came today. Here we go. Woo. Cheer for me, motherfucker, so I can... Love. My friends, today I came here to talk about love. I've only known love once, and it ended. And that night it ended. All the stars fell out of the sky that night. And I tried to grasp it, and it fell through my fingers like rain. It felt like a kiss planted yesterday, like a memory gone black. You see, my friends, I fear. I walk around in my head, and I work, and I talk, and I interact, but generally, my friends, I am alone. I truly am. And not in a broken way. Not in a way that seeks reassurance or a response. In a human way. In a way that just is. I mean, I love things, and I like books. I have good friends, and I love good finds in secondhand shops. I love my friend Sully, who I know loves me. She loves me in the broken way that I come. She loves me in the selfish way that I am. And she loves me in the singular, flat way that I see the world. I love flowers at the market. I love broken people with soft edges. I like fried cassava and boiled eggs. And I love my mother. Now, after 10 years of her passing, I think of her every day. I wash my face with her in the morning, and she sits thick in my mind. And when I go places, I think of her, and I wonder if she was here, would she be proud of me? At 43, these are the things that I still think and want. And you know, I love rainy days. I love rainy days when you do nothing at home all day. I love hot summer days when you're going to the beach. You know that feeling? I love that. I love poetry. Because poetry allows me the soft language that it allows me to speak and live in. And today's the love day. The day we're supposed to celebrate love. There's a lot of movement going around, motherfuckers. I hate that. I'll start that part again. Today's that day. That day that we're supposed to celebrate love. That kind of love between two people. The love that you lie with each day. The one that you push against your chest. And when times are tough, they tell you it's okay. That kind of love. And, you know, I think for me today, what I want to celebrate is the small kinds of love. The one that I have for my friends. The one that I have for my cat, PB. The one that I love the river that I swim in most days. I hate that. And you know, I hope that as single as you are out there, as you celebrate these small loves in your heart. Because I think today isn't about those people in love. It's about us. It's about the willingness to love and the willingness to be here. I wish you all a great slam, motherfuckers!
Everybody give it up one more time for Mr. Kenny. So Peter doesn't really kind of follow like any timetable. He just kind of drops things on you. So I thought I was going to be the only one reading in the beginning, so I wrote mine on love too. Had I known that he was going to do that, I would have written something different. So thank you very much, Peter. So mine's about love-ish as well. Oh my God, okay, and also, if my mother can hear me, I'm sorry in advance for the swearing. You were not supposed to be here. Sorry, Ma. Fuck Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is just an opportunity for us to compare our relationship with other couples. And for those of us who aren't in relationships, to feel like shit. Can you believe that today I was actually depressed? Depressed! I had to sit myself down and ask myself what the hell was going on. Get this whole problem redressed. I'm not even looking for love. But because of the way that Valentine's Day is, we feel the need to look for that one person whose heart shines brighter than all the stars and the moon, the sun and the sky above. To look for that one significant other who makes our breath stop in our chests, who will make us forget about all of our exes and all of the rest. Fuck that. Love is not some Bollywood movie where we sing a wonderful song before we ride off into the sunset. Where what you did or did not put on social media about your partner, husband, wife, friend is a test. But you know what? It is. That is what love has turned into. Yes, love is beautiful when it's shared between two people, but it's so many other things too. It's these small pockets of happiness where everything seems right. Where if my feelings were a thing and I had to describe it, it feels so good and so pure that the only thing I'd ever be able to liken it to would be light. It's those times, those moments, those spaces. It's those open places in the middle of a talkie session with friends where everyone is laughing and for a moment, everything feels all right. It was in the Sunday afternoons on Uncle Mahe and Aunt Ashley's porch with a glass of beer and full stomachs. It was the way that Hans always had my back, the way that Michelle came and picked me up when I was drunk and she was pregnant, and how Lovo sat me down and walked me through the toughest decision of my life before he went back to go and look after his dying father. It's when my mom and I laugh at the same thing at the same time in the same way. It's how Pauletta sends me Bible verses at 3 a.m. without fail every morning. It's the way my Yada knows when to say something about the decisions I've made and when to let sleeping dogs lie. It's that god-awful worst cup of coffee in the world that Sylvester makes for me at 5 a.m. every morning. It's what I feel when I'm about to bust a gut from laughing too hard with Sam and Shone. It's those times that I get to laugh from my belly with Peter when being so rotten never felt so good. It was in the prayers that Tale said with me and for me when I found out that you had decided to leave. It's in the way that Pavai and I know when to talk about the elephant in the room and when to just Taki. It's how I feel whenever I put on something that Alisi bought for me because she cares how I look and how other people see me even when I know that she can't afford it. It's when my son throws his arms around me when he's sleeping because he wants to know that I'm near. It's the way that I feel whenever my daughter tells me that I'm pretty. It was the way that my mom held my hand when she told me the news. And it's in every single letter that my father has ever sent me. And what I've realized is this. So many times you and I are consumed with trying to find love that is dictated to us by movies and TV series and social media that we miss those moments that love, that pure love, it finds us. It finds us in the least expected places, in the most familiar faces, time and time again. So my friends, I stand here as a disbeliever in fucking love, saying that I do believe in love. As the world's biggest critic, I say open your mind to this very singular truth. Open your heart, and instead of trying to find love, let love find you. Thank you. Okay. Let's have a poetry slam. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay, so for those of you who are poetry slam virgins, I just thought I'd explain a few things. Number one, like Peter said, please keep it down to people up here. The other thing is, if you hear something amazing, if there's something that you feel that is just freaking awesome, instead of clapping because you don't want to miss out what they say next, what we do is click our fingers. That's right. Okay, everybody try with me. Try. I see you. Click. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so are you guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Fiji's first poet, first time for 2019. He's staring at me from the corner. Yes, my friend, you're up first. Everybody, put your hands together for Jordan.
Let's go, Jordan! Let's go,
This poem is called Emotions Trifling. I haven't performed a lot, so don't mind me. But I'm going to start now. Emotions are trifling. Emotions are trifling, like the feelings I felt when it was you that I was liking. Even though afterwards I had drowned myself in Vicodin, overdosed myself to the point of selfish martyrdom. A heart of darkness, yes, it looms. We try to sweep the ashes with a broom, yet I had locked myself deep inside of this cocoon. Hibernating through the winter and the summer too. Some say all seasons are beautiful, But you couldn't tell me that was true if you shared my point of view, like when I had my television switched on just to keep up with the news. It's such a small world, but I'm still trying to save up to go to a place. But I'm still trying to save up for a ticket to go to a place where 5 is not derived from 2 plus 2. But we're far past that now. Searching for the future, I just want a present to give to you. Only if you were here or I were there, but we both know that neither of us would dare. I chose truth, but all we could do was glare at each other, because the answer we got hadn't led us to another question. All we could do was retweet the story with another mention. We all have an unspoken inclination to a destination that we would strive towards without any hesitation. But I wish it were that easy, like shooting peas through a lemon squeezy. A minimum wage combined with the standard of living in any country is pretty fucking measly. My forefathers called it indentured labor, while their forefathers called it slavery. I just want to be free, but emotions are trifling.
Not bad for a first time. Give it up for Jordan, everybody. Now, usually when we introduce poets at the Poetry Slam, because I know all of them, I know how to introduce them, but because all of our poets are new, I'm just as surprised by the performances as you are, so I'm not really how to kind of introduce these guys. So I asked them to all send me a line about how they wanted to be introduced or how they describe themselves. They all sent me shit. So I can't really, yeah, so just give it up for Miwan, he's next.
Okay, you have a great night. My poem is The Ungrateful Lover. Human connection, that is what my heart longs for. Human connection, love into oblivion. Your appreciation never to be seen, for all the effort I had put in. The miles that I traveled just to see your smile. You had one mistake and you forgot how I tried. When I'm alone and have my thoughts to myself, my emotions are thrown into a storm. I'm overthinking, that's all I do. I think of you and me and what we could be. I think of the times we shared and the times I could have been. What more do you want? What more do you need? Am I enough to satisfy both our hearts? I'm begging you, set me free from this cage of your ungratefulness. We both have our limits. My feelings are growing pain. I'm not losing hope. I'm still holding on. Those are the things my ungrateful lover has never seen. I kept waiting for you, hoping you would do the same. I guess I was wrong. I probably always am.
Miwan, sorry, just a quick question. Are you single? He is, ladies, so if you're looking for a Valentine tonight, he won't be ungrateful. Okay, so our next poet took part in the last poetry slam that we had for the year. In November last year. Really, really good, intense competition. He came second. Now I know he's here to clean up. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ricardo.
Last time I almost dropped the mic, I almost dropped it again. Sorry. So I call this piece, I'm Not a Poet. Now, I'm not a poet, because how could I ever be one of you? One of the chosen. I cannot contain the atrocities of the world I see. I cannot contain the bloodshed of this tiny little planet into tiny little phrases and then into tiny little stanzas. How could I capture the rape of a year-old baby by her father into a cautionary tale? Because that's what poetry does. It warns us, it educates. But I'm not a poet. How could I ever be one of you? How could I show the world for what it is in tiny little sentences? I fail at the mere basics. I cannot even make jokes. Tiny little anecdotes like, why did the cat cross the road? Because he was tired of the cock calling me a pussy. Now that's not funny. I couldn't be cynical if I tried. or even provide a critical analysis of the messed up world we live in. I wouldn't be able to give commentary on a certain orange politician whose antics make my skin crawl. But you've told me this, and you've told me that this isn't my place because, as you said, I'm not a poet. I don't have a voice and I cannot speak out. Now I'll back up a bit. Let's focus in on Suva, here, right here in Suva. I couldn't even be a poet in Suva. In Suva itself, the very epitome of Fiji, the way the world should be. I see stank and I see ugliness. I see blasphemous preaching about holiness. But this is why I'm not a poet. I can't say that minimum wage in Fiji is 2 times less than the starting fare of a taxi at our international airport. I can't say that despite years of progress, our roads are filled to the brim with potholes. And every morning I have to sit behind 50 Tagiroa and disease looking like buses at 8:45 on my way to town. There's no such thing as progress. I cannot say that as a fresh graduate I have a job because I don't. And also because I do not fit the requirements of the world we live in. I can't say that the standard of living per day costs more than what most government workers make here in Fiji. I can't say anything because I'm not a poet. I'm sorry I can't make it rhyme, but roses are red and violets are blue. Suicide is a real epidemic and bus fares don't think I forgot about you. Wanting that increase to $1? Fuck that. But the buses you have been serving us since 1986. There is no advancement. There is no progress. But the world we live in demands more and more every day. This is some utter bullshit. Now don't get me started on the way the overprivileged boys on the side of the road have begun to act. You walk and they call me my brother, my child, pastor, hey, nothing. As soon as you tell them that you cannot give them any financial aid, they disown you like the leper in the days of Jesus hates Christ. Calling you names like Mboli, Moro, Kaisi Mokola. You overprivileged piece of shit. I understand that I might be a little bit too cynical. Perhaps I should apologize, but I can't apologize for my incoherent ramblings because, again, I am not a poet. I can't phrase art into sentences. Even if, according to you, I'm not saying anything. I'm not a poet. I'm not an artist because if I were, that would be against your belief of what I should be or what I should do. Again, I am not a poet. So how could I ever contain the problems of the world into art, into sentences? This is something that's not the problem. The problem is rapists are fathers and uncles. Daughters are setting themselves on fire to end it all. Sons are being taught to hate their neighbor just because he has a different skin color, a different religion, a different mindset. Because that's the world that we live in. No time for art and no time for poetry. The world has opened up its mouth hole and swallowed our morals into the dark abyss. I think I need to move on. But I can't. I can't speak out. I can't say anything because I have no voice. I am not an artist. I am not a poet. But I'm standing up here and I'm reading words off a screen trying to make incoherent ramblings turn into something else. If I'm not a poet, and I think I've made that clear, let me ask you, what the hell am I doing standing up here?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Ricardo. Well, if you're not a poet, I don't think any of us are. Okay, so our next poet, I think he's the first person that I've seen who ever did this, and he did this last year. Very, very young. It takes a lot of courage to be up here, even when you're working, when you've got friends to back you up. It's something completely different when there's a 20-year gap between everybody who's performing before you and after you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for one of our youngest performers tonight, Urban Rap.
Slight change of plans. I'm doing this without an instrumental. But yeah, I hope you like it. So this poem is basically just about how I am right now, my mind state, how I work, and I feel like I need to share it. I'm not really social, hope you're cool with that. I've been ignoring love and I don't know why I'm doing that. I've been too hard to reach cause I shut everyone out. I've been too hard to love, I don't know what that's about. Look, I keep the rain in my life, no sunshine. I keep the pain in my life till it run dry. So much is stained from my life and I don't want to try. It's like I'm looking out the window, never ending car ride. Look, this my car ride, but it's all fine. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I came for this, feel like I stopped trying. It's too late with this, plus it's been some hard times.
Is the change pushing through my hair like a typhoon? I've been going on to the past like it's an iPhone. I'm moving so I never till it's high new. Then I feel a bit better by midnight, that's gone too. Plus I'm gone too. Can't explain exactly what I'm going through. I wanna make plans, that's what I'm going through. Sometimes you get lonely and I need a friend to talk to. Just to talk to, just to talk to. Just to walk through the valleys and alleyways and the galleys and the shit. Moving every which way. And I feel like the trust is just there in this place. Especially when I'm losing you for something I can't change. Unless we get it made, please got it. More thinking dollars and dollars don't hesitate. A dollar could never love and a dollar could never hate. But a dollar could always put some food on your plate. And a dollar today is worth nothing tomorrow. When your money goes, sorrow will follow. And it'll leave you feeling hollow with no aim on the planet. And if I point it out, you probably feel it coming again. And I cannot say I'm this until you write me a check. Fully lost against the system, just place your bets. Cause I'm human too and I'm as bad as it gets. Can't go 10 minutes without checking your text. Disregarding the rest, I couldn't settle for less. I couldn't accept more than I'm giving accept. Oh, thank you, man. You really didn't have to, but really you did. Or I would be a man. I think when I'm older, I'll probably get a tattoo. Maybe somewhere on my back, it would be mad cool. I'll probably do what I want if I have to. I almost got a home to go back to. Look, I got a coat on my back and can't be taking it off. I promise you all will be faithful and all. I got a problem. I can't really say when I'm wrong. And I can't apologize because nothing's my fault. Or so I'm told. Thank you.
Okay, so just remember everybody, this is a safe space, alright? Where people can come and express themselves without fear, without judgment. Peter, stop being a dick. Hey, shut up. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay, everybody's ready for our next poet? Okay, so she came with Ricardo, so I'm really interested to see what she's got tonight. Didn't call me, didn't tell me anything. I walked into the bar already stressed out, just like, I want to perform. Sure. Why not? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Milani.
Okay, so I like how at the start of this they introduced us as poets, but I'm not. I just talk shit pretty good, and this is gonna be good shit I'm talking about. Alright, so the question, sorry, give me a sec. So, the poem that I have today, is called The Real Question. And I hope you guys like it. So, the real question. Living life, we get asked a lot of questions. They get asked sarcastically, rhetorically, hypothetically, realistically, when you're under somebody, when you're on top of somebody, you know, just a lot of different kind of questions, you know? But have you ever stopped to wonder what the real questions are? The mind-boggling, life-altering, and earth-shattering questions, what they are. The questions that when you answer them, it'll tell you the source of all magic, the root of all evil, and the secret to love and happiness. The question, the way when you answer it, it'll tell us why some lives tend to matter more than others, why we tend to overfeed ourselves yet not feed the world, why wars are fought, like all kinds of wars, Twitter wars, Instagram wars, Cardi B, like deleting her Instagram account because of some critic somebody said somewhere. And why opinions and beliefs just can't be respected and loved. Questions that when we answer it will tell us why we long to be loved, yet when we find it, we play around with it like it's a little cat toy. Why we turn a blind eye on hate and
Well, the
loathing,
last guy
yet
was
preach
Josh.
equality and
He
justice.
lives in
Why,
Suva. I just met him today.
When we hear other people crying for help, we turn a blind eye, yet turn right around, ignore our own idiocracy, and say, can you help me with something? The questions that when you answer them will give you your purpose of life, your reason to live, and tell you why the fuck are you on this planet in the first place. So, have you ever wondered about these questions? Or maybe you've heard of them? Maybe you heard them while you were on the Nasese, the infamous Nasese bus that plays shitty music. I can't even begin to talk about, man. Right? That's what I'm talking about. While it's going along the Suva foreshore. When you're walking into your lectures 15 minutes late, but you know you boss because you're going to fail that unit anyway. How you're counting out your coins so you can give it to the bean cart guy, or so you can buy your next roll of smokes because that assignment was due 7 days ago. So, yeah. Maybe we've thought of them.
when we were listening to the updates about the latest shootings, police brutality happening not just in America but all over the world, when we were reading about the situation in Aleppo or about Trump's Great Wall that is making Mexico pay for, or when we were wondering when we were going to get our next tuition installments, and how do all those people who are about as rich for only 1 month and spend the rest of the semester like living on tuna and biscuit? If there's anybody else in here, I feel you, because y'all are the real OGs up in here. The question, maybe you were asked that. Maybe somebody asked you that question when you were staring out of the window in the examination hall instead of doing that 15-mark essay, which you probably fucked up anyway. While you were composing some inspirational blog post or tweet or Facebook status, or while you were making new memories, adding new milestones into your life, or writing new stories. And how is everybody that has their phone out right now waiting to catch that one Snapchat story that you can use for, like, to blackmail your friend for the rest of their lives? Yeah. I already did that stuff. I'm sorry. So yeah, sure. In life, we get asked a lot of questions. Questions that are asked sarcastically, rhetorically, hypothetically, realistically, emotionally. But have you ever stopped? And when I mean stop, I mean disconnect yourself from the internet, from the interviews, from Instagram, from the funny cat video of, have you guys seen that bongo cat one? No? Anybody? Okay. Have you ever really stopped and answered and thought about what their answers might be? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melanie. Okay, so everybody, I've got a big favor to ask of you right now. The next poet I love more than anything in this world. She is awesome. She is love. She is light. She is one strong mama who's been through a lot lately. And she completely volunteered to be here tonight. I did not force her at all. I merely made the suggestion. Ladies and gentlemen, show my girl some love. Give it up for Marie Stewart.
This is something that I've been holding in for a very long time, and so I need to let it out. If I cry, please don't laugh. I'm used to public speaking, but not about myself. So this is called You. It's for somebody that I've accumulated hate for a very long time. So go easy on me if I do cry. All right. You ruined me, you broke me, you abused me. You told me I was not good enough for you or anybody else. I accumulated this for 12 years and I put up with you for 12 years. 12 years I thought that I was doing for me because I loved you and you told me that you did. But the love that you showed me was not love at all. Because every day I was told that I did not do enough for you and you blamed me for everything. So the only good thing that I got out from you was a child who I love with all my heart. And is the only reason why I'm here today. Now, because of you, will I ever love somebody else? I don't know. But I will not let you win, so screw you and fuck you. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Marie.
Valentine's Day, I thought we'd bring it back to love. You know, that fucked up feeling that just drives you fucking crazy. Love. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a lady who's going to be doing something slightly seductive tonight. Sarah!
Hey guys, what's up? Valentine's Day. It's my first time here, and I was kind of like, Valentine's Day, I should pick something, you know, a little bit on the side, but I'm also not that straightforward. Valentine's Day, not in a bad way, just it's too much love for one day. It's not like 364 other days of the year. So come on guys, pick another day. So, first time guys, little short, little simple, slightly simple. Okay. Her dress is so sweet. He chose it for her. Her face with less makeup. He eyeshadow her. Lipstick, concealer, mascara and blush. None for revealing the beauty. She styled her hair, practiced on heels, ready for a night to dance with the devil. She felt the music through her veins. The dance, those moves so intoxicating. The closer she got to him, the higher she went. She wanted more. She wished for more. The intimacy, the high, just him alone. Letting it consume her, fill her soul. As she let go, she gave him her heart. He took it gladly, gave nothing back. She didn't expect anything from him, and because of that, she was outstanding. Dancing with the devil, you'll feel so high. The high will consume you, but you won't die. If that ever came, it will just pass with a smile. The devil so sweet, such a gentleman, gets you hooked with just one glance. He sweeps you off your feet, even with sweet words, holds on to your soul, till you got it no more. Your heart would beat faster when he is close, your mind rid of all sensible thought. His love so passionate, turns you blind, his sensual touches, turns you on fire. Wanting, wishing, needing more, no matter how dangerous, it's all you can think of. His kisses barely touch your skin, goosebumps show when he sinks his teeth in. Shortened breaths, now eye gasp, begging for more, her eyes say yes. His hands are tight, on her waist, gliding her backwards while holding her gaze. Now so close, rubbing against her, moving so fast, her will not with her. This moment alone means everything, making it count, holding nothing in. No holding back, letting it all go, giving herself up, letting him in. He continues with his touches, kisses, rhythm, intoxicating it is, dancing with him.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Okay, so our next poet, he's been wanting to take part, but there's always been kind of something holding him back. But I'm so glad that he managed to make it tonight, just like Sarah, just like Milani, last minute entry. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chris.
Hello everyone. My piece is something on love. It's from the perspective of, maybe you could say, the love icon, Cupid. So here goes. Hi, I'm Cupid. Maybe a little stupid, but I see and I feel what others try to conceal. I sense beautiful emotions sometimes deemed unreal. There are souls on this earth who can love unconditionally, and lucky are those who get to show this love and receive it, I think, personally. I power glide around cities and countries, shooting my arrows near and far. I have even solved theory arguments in a fast-moving car. I am fascinated myself on how I have the power to make people fall in love. It's just a bow and an arrow. Some have crossed oceans for love, and some I have helped cross a river social. Love is the solution to all our problems. If we had someone by us to share our thoughts, emotions, wins, and a prayer, it feels worthwhile that someone actually does care. And in our defeats, you wouldn't even have to ask them to be there. Some are waiting for that fire to spark in them. Some are in denial, protesting because they've never felt it. While some are broken and tired, dragging their doubts, anxiety, and a glimmer of hope that's barely even one. True love is something you cannot get. You fall for someone so truly, but they don't fall back, even if you got that trust fall in check. And that leaves you walking around with that dormant fire burning from the inside. And if the universe is kind to you, they might love you back in time. But the universe can be cruel too, separating you both, not taking the reason or even the meaning. This same fire has created people because they have come to love this burning sensation and glimmer like stars, maybe even for eternity. I have been stabbing myself with these arrows for millennia, looking for someone, hoping it would work. But I guess I'm immune to love and in the dark loneliness. I could put the whole earth in love, but then I'd be brushed to the side. To suffer alone. Is me being selfish worth it, right? If I gave you an eternal flame that could achieve the impossible, or love and being content, what would you choose? Now.
Something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. One more time for Chris. Okay, so our next poet is a first-time poet. I haven't seen him in any of the slams lately, but I know maybe he's taken part and I just wasn't there. But this poet, I think he's got something to say. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Samu.
I'm Sam. Actually got to be mistaken for someone. I'm here to lose my Buddhist virginity. My piece is called Doooooopeness. Do you remember it? Those failures, those mistakes, those times you wake to nothing but hate. Try this if you want. I will do my best to be honest, but I will fail. I will make mistakes. I also wake at times to nothing but hate. Still her words run true. Everything happens for a reason, my son. To me this was her way of saying I love you. What about the failures? What about the mistakes? What about the times I wake to hate? Look through them again and again if you must. Just find the reason and work with all your heart. And if you have gotten this far, do not ever forget this part. Everything happens for a reason. Goodness also lies in the heart. Like a pearl in his clam or a diamond in his bed, with a voice of reason in this unreasonable world. So the next time you fail, be sure to learn as much. Or if you repeat that mistake, continue to work with all your heart. And if you woke up today feeling so much hate, remember that wounds need time to heal. Don't haste, my friend. Don't haste. Take your time, my friend, for that is all you have. Now go look for your reason. For with a pen I found mine, and that is to be angry with truth to put in my heart, into every line, and everything I do, consider this as my toast. All seasons have a reason to purpose for me to you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so our next poet, she's done this a couple of times before, and you know, we try to get her in, and then she doesn't come. And then when I think she's not going to come, she emails me and says that she wants to take part. So I'm never really sure where her head's at, but that is what is so fantastic about it. You never really know what you're going to get. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sean.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Sean. It's very good to see a lot of people, but y'all making the room very hot. You're nasty. Okay, so I'm doing something a little bit differently this time. Yes. Here. He's a stand. So I may not be 4 quarters, but I hope I'm at least 2/3. That's okay. Y'all can either get closer or pretend you can hear it. I think you're cute. I think you're cute because you hold my hand. I think you're cute. I think you're cute because you feed me food. I think you're cute. I think you're cute because although we share political ideologies, despite disagreement on economic systems implemented in real life, you're still cute. I think you're nice. I think you're nice because you offered me Coke. I think you're nice. I think you're nice because you laugh at my farts. There are many reasons I can like you too. But let's move on. I think you're cute. I think you're cute because you talk real nice. I think you're cute. I think you're cute, but I'm not going to overstep your pre-existing relationships and force myself upon you because that's so sad. I think you're nice. I think you're nice to all of our pets. I think you're nice. I think you're nice because you let me play games. I think you're nice for many reasons, but your gender marker is not one of them. I think you're cute. I think you're cute despite your messy beard. I think you're cute. I think you're cute because you respect the environment and you have a willingness to acknowledge the macroeconomic forces at play. You're very cute. I think you're nice. I think you're nice because you talk to me. I think you're nice because you respect your elders but still question what you don't agree with in a mutually acceptable way. I think you're nice. I think you're cute because you smile all weird. I think you're cute. I think you're cute because you only drink tea. I think you're cute. And although I have very strong feelings for you, I'm not going to violate your personal boundaries until you're into it, because that's great. I think you're nice because you paint my nails. I think you're nice. I think you're nice because you brush my hair. I think you're nice. And there are many reasons. And your recent Facebook post is not one. Not a difference in opinion is not a reason to write you off. How about you come over and we build consensus sometime? Thank you. Respect your partner.
I think you're too as well. I'm so glad we've been married for now over a year, almost a year. Almost. We're about to get married 3 times now. In 1 year. In 3 different countries as well. Because of that, I never properly gave her a proposal the first time.
For one night. Shut your mouth, Peter. Your face is funny. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more quotes to go. Now, there was supposed to be somebody else reading, but I thought I'd call this girl up first. I don't care if she hates me because she's very, very, very nervous. So I just thought we'd get it out of the way, you know, just jump that hurdle. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for a very good friend of mine. She's got lots to say. She's also very, very nervous. Put your hands together for Sideri.
I want to be up here after what you just had performance. Okay, this is my first time. I'd like to mention that 90% of the reason I'm staying is just practically forced me up on the stage.
Why? What does that?
Because they practically started the show, we're going to give them that much. So I thought I'd just put it down with something more serious. Romeo loved Juliet, but they died. Bada bing, bada bang. Samson loved Delilah. Not only did he lose his ear, but he lost his life too. Bada bing, bada bang. King Henry had 8 wives, and oh my goodness, all 8 of them died of a little something something. Bada bing, bada bang. Cleopatra committed suicide because Mark Anthony wasn't man enough. Bada bing, bada bang. The Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal when his wife died of childbearing. Bada bing, bada bang. Love, love, love. Unrequited, passionate, fiery, romantic, heart-wrenching, self-taught. You name it, love covers it. I stand here not to slam love on one of the biggest commercialized marketing day of love. Trust me, I believe in love too. Now don't get me on the wrong boat, but I believe there's something bigger than love that's lacking in our society. What? Something bigger than love? Yes, there is. And it's called R-E-S-P-C-T, as the famous song said. For all the years and decades we heard that sing, R-E-S-P-C-T. A 7-year-old girl does a daily routine of arriving to school at 7 a.m. She does every morning. But this morning, something tragic happens. Just because one sick man didn't have respect for humanity. Now, not only did he rip her physically, he ripped her emotionally and mentally. A young boy takes a shortcut home, which he normally does, except this one night, he has no idea that he's going to take the shortcut to the end of his lifespan. Just because two boys wanted a cigarette from him and had no respect for the value of his life. This, ladies and gentlemen, is happening in our society. But you see, respect commands that you act in a mandatory way. And it is the same respect, it is the same respect that keeps you alive, and even though times are rough. What? What does it have to do with being alive? Now, think about it. It's that gift of life that we respect, and we're still here, and we're surviving the odds. It doesn't matter which sexuality, it doesn't matter which sexuality you're in, or whether you don't have all your body parts, or whether you've lost a loved one, but it is your respect for life that you're here, and we're all here in this room celebrating love too. Everything in this world is connected to something negative, dysfunctional, and full of issues. And the things that you're doing, the people that you're hanging around with, the circles, the places that you're traveling, does it actually show some kind of respect that you have? I mean, you gotta respect yourself. Why would you fuck with people who are negative and dysfunctional and have issues? You know what they say. You know what they do behind your back. You know that they give you signals that are so clear. But why are you so desperate that you gotta keep going back? You gotta set some boundaries and respect yourself. Now that's stronger than self-love. Respect your space. We live in a concrete jungle. I mean, even Mother Nature has to take second place. Forget climate change. We're fucking up our own environment. Why are we respecting that? We have, and the other thing that always gets to me when it comes to respect is, we need to stop being on the receiving end. We have this big yellow ribbon project that has signifies prisoners who are being transported. Come on, man. What the fuck are we giving some respect for all those survivors? What color ribbons are we giving them?
One more time, Mr. Terry, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is another person who called me up last minute, wanted to take part in the Poetry Slam, and I love it. I love that people find their courage, maybe whether it's a day ahead, a week ahead, or 1 hour before. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for one of our first-time poets, Shamil.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, and everyone out of the gender spectrum. My name is Shamil Asher Ali, and you know, I was Valentine's Day, and I was like, okay, I'm going to write about my unrequited love, but then I posted that shit on Instagram. Oh, sorry. So I was going to basically sing, do a poetry slam about my unrequited love, but then I'm kind of fucking over him, and it's 2019. So, do bear with me. I'd like to think I sound like Whitney Houston, but that's not true. So this piece that I've written, it's very close to me. It's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that is happening in society, and the poetry is called Not Her Fucking Fault. So, this is how it goes. She wondered, she pondered, she wondered. However, she couldn't change what happened. She tried so hard to forget, but society always tried to make her feel regret. She wondered if it was the way she dressed. She pondered if it was the way she walked. She whimpered because she felt depressed. She wondered if it was because of her makeup. She pondered how her life became so fucked up. But she was done fucking whimpering, she was done fucking pondering, she was done fucking whimpering, she was done fucking regretting. She will no longer feel blamed. It wasn't her fucking fault that she got raped. Stop telling her that her honor has been destroyed. Stop telling her that she should feel ashamed. She doesn't need your prayers to be saved. Fuck those who told her 11 p.m. is home, the place she should have stayed. So now she will speak loudly. She will speak boldly. She will speak fearlessly. She will tell you